welcome inside another episode of Play by Play. I'm your host, Jared Bergstrom, alongside my co-host for today, Lucas Quintero Romanowski, or Lucas in 85 letters in his last name. This is our year in review. We will recap the year in sports in episode here number 171. We'll also talk about the first round of the college football playoff, talk about the next couple rounds. We'll recap the NFL, talk about the playoff seedings for that, and then we will also get into the year in review at the end. All right, Lucas, where would you like to start?
Yeah, I'll start at college football. Let's start about the playoffs. Let's start, first of all, I want to know your take. Do you think Notre Dame deserved to get in? This was a hotly debated topic a couple weeks ago. Obviously, they didn't get in. Do you think they deserve to get in?
No, I do not. I agree with Notre Dame not getting in. I mean, when you don't play in a conference, that hinders your chance of getting the conference championship lock-in. You don't play a tough schedule, and the two teams that you played to build your resume, they both beat you, and they played in the first round of the college football playoffs, and A&M and Miami.
And Miami won, which was the one where they were saying, like, we want to put in Notre Dame over Miami is what they were arguing. But Miami, they won their game. They beat Notre Dame, I think.
Yes.
It was fair to put them in. Did you see that they wrote in next year that if Notre Dame's in the top 12 in the rankings, they automatically have to be guaranteed a playoff spot?
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, your resume still has to count for something.
Yeah. It's insane.
But, I mean, like I said, should a 3-loss Alabama team have gotten in? No. I mean, you can make statements for everything. I think they need to get rid of the group of 5 clinch.
Well, I think the idea back in the day was they had like the top 5 conferences, which when the Pac-12 still existed.
Which that starts back next year, so the Pac-12 will take away one of those two group of 5s.
And Big 12 was supposed to be the other one, probably.
And then the ACC just sucked this year. So, I mean, you had Duke win it at 8-5, nowhere near being ranked in the top 25. So that took the ACC out of it for their qualifier for the championship. So, yes, it was a lot. There's a couple. James Madison, they actually put up a decent fight with Oregon. They just couldn't score with them. Tulane had no business being in there.
Yeah,
they lost
Tulane
by
sucks.
35 to Ole Miss earlier in the year and lost by 31 this time. I mean, you could have easily replaced Tulane with a Vandy, a Georgia Tech, a Notre Dame. Yeah, that's about it. Because nobody else really deserved to get in. Then we kind of talked about the two getting blown out.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, I don't see how you give up 34 straight points.
Yeah, I don't know. That was just a nightmare game of them. A lot of people thought they were going to win. They're going to have an easy game at Alabama, especially Alabama coming off a huge loss to Georgia in that SEC championship game. No momentum, and they come out there and they just couldn't get a stop together.
I didn't think it was going to be easy for Oklahoma, but I also didn't think that it was going to be I had Oklahoma winning as well, but I mean, God, Mateer threw that one in pick 6. It's like I think Mateer had money that he was going to throw an pick 6. I mean, with how obvious or blatantly he threw it to the guy that was surprised to get it as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
And then Miami, that game was horrible between them and Texas A&M. Nobody could move the ball, and then the one time Texas A&M can move the ball down the field, they throw the pick in the end zone that ends the game.
Yeah, Marcel Reed, the hype train. Very big hype train all throughout the year. I think it's slowly dying. I don't know.
He'll still be a decent pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Well, if he goes, I don't think he has to go.
Yeah. I think he still has a year of eligibility left.
He is a sophomore, so yes, he has one more for sure.
Yeah, got to build up that draft capital, or else he'll get picked by
Cleveland or the Saints.
Now they're saying we got Tyler Shuck.
We'll
Tyler
get there. We'll get there in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Arch is coming back. He had a horrible year, and that's why he's coming back for Texas next year. Or I guess if anybody else gives him more NIL money. All right, so this round, the second round of the college football playoffs start on New Year's Eve with Miami at Ohio State.
I got Ohio State winning this pretty easily. Still, in my opinion, the best team in the country. They had a hiccup against Indiana. They'll figure out some stuff. They'll come back. I think Ohio State's going to win it. The kicker's going to make his kicks.
We don't need to talk about that either.
Yeah, but we know on New Year's Eve, Ohio State kickers. If we remember the Georgia game.
Lucas, you're not going to be invited back if you keep talking about this.
Yeah.
But yes, I think Ohio State. I think Ohio State was going to win, no matter who they played. But since Miami escaped that debacle of a game the first round, I think that Ohio State will easily get past Miami. They don't have a defense. Their offensive line is horrible. Carson Beck's going to be, if he doesn't get rid of the ball quickly, he's going to be sacked probably 8 times in the game.
Absolutely.
Next game, well, that's too late.
Oregon versus Texas.
Oregon and Texas Tech.
It's a tough matchup. I like Oregon here only because they had a tune-up game in the game before against JMU. I think they just roll with that momentum. We've seen it in the last year. The same thing happened. You had a very high seed. They had to bye, and they were slow coming out of the start. And I think Oregon, with their high-scoring offense, are just going to power through, and it's going to get them win against Tech.
I agree. I think it will be a close game, I feel. Texas Tech has one of the top 10 defenses in the nation. Doesn't give up a lot of points, but, that was playing in a down Big 12 this year. I think that it will be a good game, but I think Oregon will prevail in that one.
Yeah.
Alabama and Indiana.
I got Indiana. Alabama isn't even really supposed to be in the playoff. I just think Indiana going to take care of business. They look really, really good. Yeah.
I'm going to take Alabama. Yes, I know we said at the beginning a team that shouldn't have been in the playoffs, but just how they have come back. Outside of the SEC championship game, they had comebacks against Georgia in the regular season. They had Oklahoma, they lost that one. LSU come back, Auburn come back, the Vandy come back. They had so many comebacks, but I think if they could just start the game not down 17-0 like they did Oklahoma, I think they can give Indiana a game and get out with a win.
Yeah.
And then Ole Miss and Georgia.
I'm going to take Ole Miss. I think those players are mad. Lane Kiffin left a little bit, playing a little extra hard. Again, I think the tune-up game really plays into the advantage of the better, lower-seeded teams that really played a cupcake in the first game, so they're ready. They're ready to go. And then you got Georgia, who they've not played football in 2 weeks, so that takes a little bit of a toll for everybody.
I'm going to take Ole Miss as well. Like you said, they have that first game under their that is their coach, Pete Downing, for next year as well. They got the first game under his belt. They did it at home, so they got the confidence built up there. Trinidad Chamberlains he just looked phenomenal in that game against Tulane. And Georgia starts every game so slow. And I don't think they can't afford to start this game slow, but it is typical for them to start every big game slow.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be the Rebels taking down the Bulldogs. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Then I guess we can go ahead and cast it out. Let's see. So that would be, we both have Ole Miss and Ohio State in the semifinals.
Yeah. And then Oregon. I have Oregon and Indiana. You have Oregon and Alabama.
Right. So Oregon. So who would you? Well, let's start up top since we disagreed.
Yeah.
We'll start with the matchup you had first, Oregon and Indiana.
I think Oregon's going to win that game if it happens, just because they have more experience. They've been there. They know what it feels like to lose. I think they're finally just going to break through, get a big win.
I would say the same thing. I would take Oregon over Indiana. Dante Moore is a phenomenal player. Still has 2 years of college eligibility left. So I think they would, I'm not going to say win it decisively, but I think it would be a 2-score game if they were to win in matchup. And then Oregon versus Alabama in my matchup, I'm going to take Oregon. I think Oregon is one of the hottest teams in the country right now. Like you said, they had that warm-up game against JMU. JMU showed them some things they had to work on defense, but I just think that they're going to be hard to stop.
Yeah, I agree with you in that game. And then Ohio State, we both have Ohio State, Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. I think Ohio State's winning that. Julian Sain, Jeremiah Smith, Bo Jackson, I think all of those players. Mm-hmm. It's just too much firepower for Ole Miss, especially this late into the season. They haven't really had a lot of experience going into the playoff recently.
Right. And then, so that means we both have Oregon and Ohio State in the national championship.
Take Ohio State.
I will take the Buckeyes as well to go back-to-back. Julian Sain was a Heisman finalist. I think the voting was kind of very miscued. I mean, only getting one first-place vote when he was tops in the nation in percentage or completion percentage of yards 20, 30, 40, and 50 yards down the field. I mean, not taking anything away from Mendoza, but I mean, when you're completing over 80% of your passes in a game or in a college football where passing is almost versatile, that it's common. I'm sorry, he should have got more first place votes than that.
Yeah, totally. But I can see why they give it to Mendoza. He won the Big Ten championship game. Even though I wouldn't say it's because of Mendoza. I think the defense had a big
Oh yeah,
part
the
there.
defense won that game.
Yeah.
I think that does it for college football.
Yeah. So head over to the NFL.
All right. Let's recap this past week in the NFL. Starting on Christmas Day.
Yeah. If you want to talk about some bad games, Christmas Day is where you wanted to go. First, Cowboys, Commanders. That was...
Dak didn't look bad. I mean, threw for over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, but...
Josh Johnson?
Yeah, that's the Commanders' third-string quarterback with Jaden Daniels out and Mariota, I think, out with a concussion. The NFL, if they're trying to compete with the NBA for Christmas, you got to put better matchups in there. You got to put playoff implication games in there.
Yeah, you can't put Josh Johnson in there. And then the next game, the Vikings. Well, let's recap the last game first, because I was going to talk about they also had Max Brosmer starting in their second game. And then after that, they had whoever the Chiefs' third-string guy is. They had three third strings. Mm-hmm. And, well, I wouldn't say that what's his name? Max Brosmer's a third string, but his talent level is that of his third string.
He's a third string because Wentz is their backup.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, he's their third string. Detroit, I mean, their defense has let them down so many times this year, not being able to get stops. Jared Goff really got in the way this week. I think he had 3 interceptions and a fumble lost, 6 total turnovers for the Lions in a game that they just could not move the ball at all down the field. St. Brown only had 68 yards and he was the leading receiver. It's just a bad day.
Yeah, a bad day. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs. A lot of people talk about fantasy championship week, and he puts up 41 yards on 17 carries. That he brought a lot of people to the championship game, and he let them down.
And then he lost.
A lot of people.
I tell you who you won is if you had fucking Bijan Robinson after last night's performance.
Oh yeah.
And then Denver, I kind of feel Denver plays the Chargers this week. Yeah. I kind of feel like Denver really needs to lose this game so they can have something to work on during that bye week, because they're probably ultimately going to get the bye in the first round of the playoffs. But if they don't get the bye in the first round, I think Denver's going to be a first-round exit.
Yeah, Denver, they have not really played a lot of good teams this season in general. They have had a lot of close games. It almost feels like they played the Chiefs. They feel like the Chiefs of last year. They won a lot of close games in ridiculous fashion sometimes. Not as ridiculous as last year's Chiefs, but It feels a lot similar. Close games against bad teams where they're able to, I mean, they had that big comeback against the Giants where they had no business winning that game, and then
let me just
a
look.
couple bad games.
One possession games. This year they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and
There's 12.
one possession games.
Yeah. Chiefs.
Yeah,
Packers.
Chiefs. No, that's not one
That's
possession.
8.
Oh, that is 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chiefs, Packers, Raiders, Commanders, Chiefs,
again.
Raiders,
Texans.
Texans.
Giants. Jets. Eagles.
10.
Colts and Chargers.
Well, those are losses.
Yeah. But
So they went 10-2 in one possession games this year.
yeah. And some of those wins were against bad Giants and Jets teams. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, a 10-7 win over the Raiders, whose defense sucks all year.
yeah.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, that right there should have cost you. So they did lose to the Chargers earlier this year, 23-20. So and are they home versus the Chargers or at the Chargers? They're home for the Chargers this week. I think they need to lose, or they really need to have some stuff and be in a super high scoring game so they can get something figured out.
Yeah.
Um,
Texans on Chargers on Saturday.
Yeah.
That was a right game. Really big takeaway there was Houston Texans defense might be the best defense in the league. We've seen it all year. Mm-hmm. That really solidified. It's a good Chargers offense, but feels like the same thing with the Chargers every year.
Yeah, they get into the playoffs. They look good at times, and they look horrible at times. We can look at their schedule. I mean, they started off the season 3-0 with an impressive win against the Chiefs in Brazil, or Madrid, whichever where it was. Yeah. They had that win over the Broncos and the win over the Raiders. Then they lose questionable games to the Giants in Jackson Dart's first start. Then you lose to the Commanders, and then you lost to the Colts. So you had 3 losses in 4 weeks and a comeback win against the Dolphins that you and then other close. I mean, they get destroyed by the Jaguars. We'll talk about them in a second. You had to come back and beat the Titans. And then in Eagles, I mean, they beat the Eagles, but it was ugly.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Chargers are in. They'll win to get, or they'll get in. But I mean, it's going to be hard for them to get a win, depending on how the playoff bracket stands out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
Ravens, Packers.
Derrick Henry wins this one for the Ravens.
Yeah, look what happens
without Lamar Jackson.
When you give Derrick Henry the ball.
Now, granted, I mean, I don't know the last time he had 38 carries in a game.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't think he fumbled the ball either this game.
That's huge.
Which is huge because a lot of the times last week against the Patriots,
he had
a lot of momentum. Henry goes for like 8 yards, fumbles the ball at the end of his run, and it changes completely how the game goes, and the Patriots go on to win that game by a lot.
Let me just pull up Derrick Henry's stats.
But very, very good game. 36 carries, 216 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 6 yards a carry, which is pretty good when you get 36 carries in that game. Then Huntley didn't have a bad day either, getting 60 yards on the ground, and he went 16 for 20. Was able to manage the game enough for Henry to find his gaps. And
so he had 4 fumbles on the year, then 1 against New England, and then 2 against Buffalo and 1 against Detroit. So in 2 of their 3 losses, he fumbled twice. Let's see, who is the next game? The Bengals, I mean, I don't see why in the hell you would have Joe Burrow out there playing in a game that means absolutely nothing. Why take a chance on hurting him again? And hindering the start of the season next year. You lost him halfway through game 1 or 2 this year, so why would you want to not start with him next year?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, the Cardinals are a really bad football team, but so are the Bengals, and just stacking up wins when it doesn't mean anything, I think, is pointless.
You mean they have the same record as the Saints?
Yeah, but the Saints are on a 4-game win streak, and you know what? Tyler Shuck, 300-yard games this year. Drake May over his career, one 300-yard game.
Shut up.
Just think about it.
No.
Just think about it. He's going off. You just don't want to admit it. You don't want to admit
All
how
right,
good
we'll skip
Tyler
over the
Shuck is.
Browns. And let's go look at the last 3 games that Tyler Shuck has thrown for 300 yards.
I don't know if it was the last 3 games, but he has 3 300-yard games this season.
Well, let me look at his stats, and I can look at it to see.
Against Tennessee this week.
Okay. Yeah.
22 for 27, 333 yards.
It's the Titans. They have no defense.
2 touchdowns.
They don't have an offense either, so what the hell are you giving up 26 points?
Well, I mean, that's why we need to draft a couple defensive players. Yeah. Another wide receiver to complement Chris Olave, who finally got 1,000 yards because he's not injured, because Derek Carr didn't throw him a hospital ball that gave him another concussion this year. So,
Let's see. Where's his first 300-yard game?
let's see. So he had against the Jets.
I've only got
I
2
got 2. I might be wrong.
300-yard games.
Yeah.
But it's the last 2 weeks against the 2 worst defenses in the league.
New York and Tennessee.
He put up the ball. He put it up 50 times in the Jets game.
Yeah, and then against Carolina, big division game, 272 yards, still big impact. He had a couple. His first and second start were bad, but he's getting good as the season goes on. I think there might be a future.
He's been sacked 30 times.
That's not his fault. It's 'cause the line sucks.
Well, you got to get out of it. You got to be on the move.
Every play.
Well, until you get the line, yes. You don't want to die.
Yeah.
The Browns, they upset and surprised the Steelers and make it a win and go for the AFC East or AFC North this weekend between the Steelers and the Ravens.
And if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, this is classic Pittsburgh Steelers. Mm-hmm. You win a big game against Detroit. Your wide receiver 1
Punches a fan
in the face.
Suspended the last 2
Suspended
games.
The last 2 games. You had, I mean, this is not wide receivers in Pittsburgh. You had Juju Smith-Schuster used to do crazy things. Chase Claypool was a little insane. When
I don't even know where he is now.
Yeah, neither do I.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown, he was a crash out. They just they find very talented receivers in the draft, but they can't control them.
You know, George Pickens.
George Pickens as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now, in George Pickens, he's been controlled over in Dallas.
Yeah. I think he had a 1,000-yard season, and I think he had 10 touchdowns. There was one game he went off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean,
this is classic Steelers.
Yeah.
We're in the position to go 9-8.
Mike Tomlin will not go under 500 again this year. Has never had a losing season in Pittsburgh and probably never will.
And TJ Watt, though, never won a playoff game in his almost 8 years in the league now. So
I don't think he will again.
yeah.
Even I don't care who they play. If they beat Baltimore, I don't think they'll get the win. Myles Garrett, a sack away from, is it tying or breaking?
I think it's breaking.
Breaking.
Because the most insane thing about that is the Steelers Aaron Rodgers looked like he was just trying to avoid sacks from Myles Garrett. Looked like their entire game plan was not get sacked by Myles Garrett to not give up the record. So the Steelers just looked poor.
He will get it this week against the Bengals.
Yeah.
He might even get it and break it and extend it
Yeah.
because it's just Joe Burrow
And
and the Bengals' lack of offensive line.
That end of the Steelers game, that was horrible. I think Rodgers threw 4 straight balls at MVS to end the game.
I mean, you got to get. I mean, Warren is an excellent out of the backfield catcher.
He was there. He was there on 4th and goal.
And Pat Freiermuth is a decent tight end that you've had in your organization for a while. So, I mean, There are places to go. You don't have to keep. Or I don't know. Why did you bring in Adam Thielen? I mean, you need that senior leadership, veteran leadership in the locker room. So why not go to him at all in the game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. But that's Pittsburgh Steelers. They're already in their playoff form, it looks like. So, up next, you want to talk about Jaguars Colts?
Nope. We don't have to talk about the Colts season the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's a tough season.
Yeah.
Start off great.
Started off great.
Indiana
Daniel Jones
goes down.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers kept him in contention until, I mean, we had a chance until Houston beat the Chargers. We were still in it, but then when that happened, we were eliminated. I was kind of surprised Rivers actually came out and played in this game. I mean, why take a chance on getting hurt or anything? But, I mean, you give up your Hall of Fame eligibility and you got to restart it. I guess you're going to play as much as you can.
Yeah, definitely. Did you see Sauce Gardner? He was getting a little mad over on his Twitter page. He was saying stuff about how he's one of the best corners in the league. They don't throw at him.
Well, he's hurt, so
Yeah.
they can throw against him all he wants when he's hurt. But, I mean, Jacksonville's defense, I would say them and Houston are probably the top two in the AFC going into the playoffs. I mean, what Jacksonville did 2 weeks ago against Denver, I mean, I think it was, 40-17 they beat them? I mean, that's one defense I would not want to play. And they very well could play each other in the first round, so that could be that could very well be a very low-scoring game.
Yeah. And who thought at the beginning of the season that Jacksonville and Houston would have these really good campaigns to start off the year? C.J. Stroud had a horrible year last year.
Yeah, he definitely hit the sophomore slump.
Yeah.
But coming back his third season, after he came back from that injury, he really has looked like that rookie year C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
And Lawrence, I guess he just needed a coaching change. Liam Cohen, I mean, Tampa should be questioning. It's like, should we have fired Todd Bowles and kept Liam Cohen? Because Liam Cohen's 12-4.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles is 7-9.
Yeah, I mean.
And another embarrassing loss
To the Dolphins.
to the Dolphins.
Yeah, Buccaneers have injury problems, but losing the Dolphins.
Yeah, without Tua even playing.
Yeah, was it Quinn? No, wait, that's Yeah, Quinn Ewers.
Oh, God.
He went 14 for 22, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception, got sacked twice. The QBR of 34.7.
That's low.
Yeah, had a lot of incompletions, 14 for 22. But he had 2 touchdowns, but they weren't.
Patriots continuing their dominating ways, and the Jets just suck. How did the Jets get 3 wins this year?
It's great.
I mean, who did they beat? They beat the Bengals and the Browns in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Falcons.
I was at that Bengals game. That was horrible.
Oh, did you go with Lewis?
Yeah. No, I did not go. Lewis was there too.
Oh, I knew he was there, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if you went with
I
him.
went with one of my friends who
Oh.
has season tickets.
I'd sell the season tickets if I was a Bengals fan.
Absolutely. You know, I want to talk about something about the Patriots, though.
Oh.
I don't really think they've really been tested this year. They might have the easiest schedule in the league. They played the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Panthers, the Saints. They had 2 games against the Bills, Titans, then the Browns, then the Falcons, then the Buccaneers, then the Jets, Bengals, Giants. And then the Ravens. I'm going to end off with the Dolphins. Only decent team in there, Bills and Ravens. Everybody else is pretty mediocre, I would say.
Well, they lost to the Steelers back when the Steelers were completely healthy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, not being tested really all year. I mean, when you get to play the Jets twice and the Dolphins twice, there's 4 easy wins in your schedule or in your back pocket. And then you played the Browns and the Bengals, who were not the greatest this year. Falcons sucked.
The Giants sucked.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers were
But the Giants are interesting. I mean, granted, they won 33-15, but the Giants have at least looked good trying to compete this season with Jackson Dart and Scatteroo.
Yeah. Once Scatteroo went down, though, that was...
Yeah. So when he comes back next year, the Giants, I'm not going to say they're going to turn it around completely, but, I mean, they'll be more competitive.
Absolutely.
As long as he learns to not lead with his head. Seahawks continuing their dominant ways. They sit atop the number 1 seed at 13-3. It all comes down to whoever wins the San Francisco game, who gets the bye.
Yeah. I like the Seahawks. They look really good. Mm-hmm. Another good defense right there. And Sam Darnold, we need to see, he beat the Rams, which was unprecedented 1 week ago, because he usually does not show up at big games. This game against the 49ers, it's going to be his biggest test to see if he's going to show up in a big game, because he didn't last year with Minnesota. And then with the Jets, we can't even talk about that.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he was. I mean, he had 2 interceptions and 13 incompletions against. And I mean, he didn't even throw for 300 yards in the game against him. The defense really got it back.
Yeah, and that weird fumble where they threw it backwards and it hit some guy's helmet and it just bounced into the end zone.
Yes,
For a 2-point conversion.
that was insane. But I mean, you looking at their games. I mean, Seahawks, they lost to the 49ers the first game of the year. They lost the back-and-forth game with Tampa Bay. And they lost to the Rams in a close one earlier, or in their first matchup. But outside of that, they have not really been tested. Beat the Steelers by 14 points. Beat the Saints by 24 points. Cardinals by 13. Jags by 8. Texans, a 2-possession game. Commanders, Cardinals, Titans, all 2-possession games. 3 weeks ago, they beat the Colts 18-16 on a walk-off field goal. But
Yeah.
outside of that, not really been tested either.
Yeah, definitely. Panthers.
I think the Panthers are going to win the NFC South.
No, because the Falcons, they won yesterday, right?
Yeah, but whoever wins the Panthers
Yeah, but
Bucks
that's
game.
big because if the Falcons win on Sunday, Panthers Bucks doesn't matter. The Panthers move on based off the tiebreaker because the Falcons would be tied on record with the Panthers and the Bucks, and then it's head-to-head between the 3, and the Panthers will move on.
Wins does the Falcons have?
They're 7-9.
Well, no, if the Bucks or if the Panthers win on
Yeah, if the
Saturday, it don't matter.
Yeah, the Panthers win and get in.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks need the Falcons to lose.
And they win.
And they need to win. Yeah.
Too much has to happen for 2 crappy teams. Giants, I think that locks up the number 1 pick for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Giants ended up with 3 wins after firing their head coach halfway through the season. Well, interesting to see who they pick in that one to replace Dable. The Eagles and the Bills.
Josh Allen.
Some are saying that's the Super Bowl preview. God, I hope that's not the 2 teams that are that put out there on the field.
I don't see the Eagles. I don't. Like
I mean, as long as there's more offense in the game, then I don't care. But I don't think the Eagles will get there either. Bills, I think they have every chance to get to the Super Bowl. I mean, Josh Allen has only lost to Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow in the playoffs. Both of them are not in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
So it's wide open for him.
Absolutely. On that 2-point conversion at the end of the game, though, Josh Allen misses a wide open right receiver as he's rolling to his left. But
yeah, he was on the run. He was flushed out of the pocket. So, I mean, he had a split-second decision.
Yeah.
The Eagles, I mean, you can't not complete a pass in the second half and only have, I think it was 40 total yards in the second half.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, no. Sunday night, that game was back and forth.
It's a fun one to watch.
First time ever in NFL history that the game had been tied at 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
I was a second Christian McCaffrey touchdown away from winning $12,000 or $1,200.
Should have maybe bet the under on Christian McCaffrey touchdowns.
No, I got everything else right in that game. I picked Swift to have 2 touchdowns. I picked Burton to have 1, Loveland to have 1, and Tonjes, but I picked McCaffrey for a second one. Goddamn Brock Purdy, you bastard. 2 rushing touchdowns. Took away one of them from Christian McCaffrey.
Well,
I should write Brock Purdy and tell him he owes me $12,000. I'll say $12,000. And then, like you said at the beginning of the show, Matthew Stafford throws away their shot at the number 1 seed in the bye. Well, no, sorry, the division title. And now they're going to have to be playing on the road in the playoffs.
yeah, might have also thrown away his chance at an MVP.
I don't know about that. I mean, you're allowed to have one bad game.
But recency bias, right at the end of the season, you throw 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Okay, what if he comes out and throws for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns against the Cardinals this next week?
It's the Cardinals.
So that kind of gets that bad taste out of the mouth.
Potentially. We'll see.
All right, so now it's time for this week's games. And this week's I hate ESPN's pop-up ads. Go away.
First game is going to be on Saturday at 4:30. We got the Panthers and Bucks. Big division game there.
Yeah, if the Panthers win, it don't matter. They're in. If the Bucks win, like you said, they need the
Saints to beat the Falcons.
Saints to beat the Falcons, which that should happen anyway. But I'm going to take Carolina.
I'm probably going to take Tampa. Take Tampa. I don't like Carolina.
Why?
I just don't like them as a team.
Both of them are in your division, so I mean, you shouldn't like either of them.
I like Carolina less.
Seahawks versus the 49ers.
I think the 49ers will get it done. I don't trust Sam Darnold in big games for big moments throughout his career. He just hasn't had the clutch factor. So I just think
I'm going to take the Niners too. They're just rolling. Brock Purdy, 5 total touchdowns or more in his last 3 games. So Niners, they're looking hot. They win, they get the number 1 seed, and they could be the 3rd team in 5 years to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Did you see, speaking about the 49ers, when Brock Purdy, when he had that play where he dodged 3 defenders, Chris Collinsworth started talking about Mahomes again?
Somehow Chris Collinsworth fucking makes Patrick Mahomes into a broadcast.
Yeah. Him and Al Michaels started joking about it, though, that how much he brings Patrick Mahomes into the broadcast, which was pretty funny. But
It's not a joke. He does.
yeah, he said if he'd be screaming Patrick Mahomes when he saw Brock Purdy evade 3 defenders, and then great play by Purdy, but
Yeah.
don't have to compare.
Don't have to compare him to Patrick Mahomes. Saints Falcons.
Give me the Saints.
I kind of figured I didn't have to ask. I will pick the Saints as well.
Tyler Shuck.
I will pick the Saints as well.
Tyler Shuck.
No.
You're on the Tyler Shuck.
I am
train.
not on the Tyler Shuck train. And first of all, he needs to put a K in his name if it's going to be like that. But no, I mean, yes, he's having a great end of the year because, I mean, teams they're going up against are just trying to figure out what they got. But he's not the quarterback of the future for Kellen Moore if he wants to keep his job in New Orleans.
I don't know. Drew Brees joined the Saints at 27 years old.
Drew Brees was also decent coming in from the Chargers. Yeah. Tyler Shuck is a rookie from Louisville. There you go. The only quarterback they've ever produced was Lamar Jackson.
It's pretty good.
Now, yes, as a hybrid running back.
It's pretty good. 2 MVPs.
Yeah. No playoff wins, though. Browns, Bengals.
I'm not going to be watching that one.
I didn't ask if you're watching. You just got to pick.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That sounds horrible.
It does.
If you want to go torture yourself, I think the Browns are going to win.
That's why tickets are low as $43.
Yeah.
You're going to pick the Browns?
I'll pick the Browns.
I'm going to pick the Bengals.
Myles Garrett going to get his sack.
Oh, yeah, that's a guarantee.
Yeah.
He might even get 2.
Against that O-line. I mean, that O-line's been horrible forever. I don't ever remember that line being good.
And it never will be unless Mike Brown wants to pay players and spend the money to protect Joe Burrow, which you should. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the only quarterback that probably wants to play for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Packers, Vikings.
Give me the Packers. Vikings just don't. Had a fluke win, honestly, against the Lions. I just
No,
think
they forced 6 turnovers.
Yeah, I just think the Lions just had a bad day. I just think.
I mean, the Packers got to build some momentum going into the playoffs.
Yeah, Malik Willis did look pretty good the last couple games.
Cowboys, Giants.
Give me the Cowboys. I don't like.
I was about to say, why are you groaning in that one? That one should be an easy one.
Yeah, it just sounds like a horrible game. I mean, a lot of these games I do not want to watch, especially Cowboys Giants.
Well, you'll probably be at work.
I will be at work.
I will take the Cowboys as well.
Okay, Titans Jaguars. Tough decision. I'm going to take the Jaguars. Jared will probably go with the Titans.
No, Jaguars. I think Jacksonville can still move up in the seed line, so you'd rather play as a 2 seed than a 3 seed.
Yeah.
Colts, Texans.
Give me the Texans. Their defense is too good. Colts don't have an offense. So.
I'm going to take the Colts because the Texans are resting everybody. They can't win the division. They can't move their spots, so why risk hurting C.J. Stroud, Woody Hawk?
Woody Hayes?
No, not Woody Hayes, damn it. Woody Marks, their running back. I mean, no sense in taking a chance on those. Jets, Bills.
Jets, Bills. I think I'm going to take the Bills in that game. Jets suck.
Even though Buffalo's going to rest a lot of their players because they locked up the 5 seed, it's still the Jets. I mean, shit, Oakwood's defense, or Oakwood could beat the Jets at football.
Yeah, I mean, we're as good as an NFL caliber team, so take that. Lions, Bears. I'm going to take the Bears.
I will as well.
Soldier Field. Not much to say there. Bears looked very good against the 49ers. Defense looked a little iffy, but Bears have had a couple good games.
Well, yeah, you give up 42 points. All your defenses look iffy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to take Chicago as well. I could very well see Detroit trying to just spoil them, trying to get a higher seed, but I don't think it'll happen. The way they looked against Minnesota, and the Bears defense is a whole lot better than the Vikings.
Yeah.
Chargers, Broncos.
2 pretenders, in my opinion.
2 contenders for what?
Pretenders.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, no, because the Chargers they mess things up all the time, and the Broncos, they've had, like we said, they've had to come back in so many games
Against bad teams.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I'm going to take the Broncos.
This is a game I will not be even looking at.
Chiefs, Raiders. Does that say Kenny Pickett is playing? Oh, my goodness. I do not want to watch Kenny Pickett play football. If you remember last year, he threw the ball and he fell over and fumbled it backwards. It was pretty funny. I'll take the Chiefs.
I will take the Raiders, though.
I think the Raiders want to get that number 1 pick.
Well, they got it locked up.
Almost.
Well, the Jets are going to lose to the Bills.
Yeah.
And no, they didn't play the Jets this year, so that doesn't matter. But no, I'm going to take the Raiders.
Yeah.
I think they'll get that one. Although if Andy Reid loses that one, he might just retire. He's like, oh, hell, I can't do this anymore. Patrick Mahomes hurt. Refs aren't on their side anymore. Can't do it. Cardinals, Rams.
Give me the Rams. Cardinals suck. A lot.
Yeah. What's the spread on that? It's so bad. Oh, -7.5. I do not believe that. I think that could easily be a 20-point loss for the Cardinals.
Yeah, $34 in California for a game. So if that tells you anything about who wants to go to that game.
Yeah. Dolphins at Patriots.
I will take the Patriots in that game. Drake May going to continue his good season.
Yeah, I think they have to win to keep the number 1 seed away from the Broncos. So, yeah, I will take them. Commanders, Eagles.
I will take the Eagles. Commanders are bad, especially if they start.
They almost got it done against them on 2 weeks ago with Josh Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the Eagles this year. I think they're very mediocre. I think Jalen Hurts is showing that he's not an elite quarterback because he just does not look good. He doesn't go through his reads correctly. He doesn't throw the ball. He just throws a couple deep balls to A.J. Brown each game and chucks up a prayer, and A.J. Brown catches them like 1 out of every 8 deep balls he throws.
Well, I mean, A.J. Brown there was so much controversy between the two of them at the beginning or halfway through the season. I mean, A.J. Brown come out and says, well, if you have me on fantasy, you might as well cut me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will take the Eagles, though, in that game.
Ready?
Ravens versus Steelers.
Give me the Ravens. Steelers can't win big games.
So, the winner goes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
What if they tie? Because the NFL's not going to change the rules so that somebody has to win that game.
I think the Steelers have it. I think the Steelers are currently leading the division.
You said you were taking the Ravens?
Yeah. Oh, if they tie, the Ravens would be 8-1. Steelers would be 9-7-1. So
I will take Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
In that game. I'm not picking, was it Tyler Huntley? Because I thought they said Lamar was done.
Again? Mm-hmm. They were playing him injured all year though, so
that is true.
That won't shock me.
Let's see. I think that might be.
Yeah, that'll be it. No Monday night game.
No Monday night
Week
game.
18.
Okay. Yeah, that does it. So I guess it's time to move over to recap the year in sports. Where do you want to start out first? We'll let you go first.
I want to talk about the NBA. Let's talk about the NBA. Saw Jared's reaction. Really only like watching the playoffs in the NBA, honestly.
Yes.
And
then Christmas Day, because
yeah,
it's still
those Christmas Day games today this year were pretty good. Mm-hmm. Nets, Cavaliers, Knicks was a really good game. I think Oklahoma City, one of the stories of the year, young team coming up, winning a title against the Pacers. I know you're not very happy about that.
No.
But I just think we're seeing a change of who runs the league. We really haven't had like a number one team that's running the league this recently since around, I think, the Warriors, honestly. I think Oklahoma City might be the next team up. Except they can't beat the Spurs.
Yeah, so they play the Spurs in the playoffs, they're done.
Yeah.
They're, 0-3, I think, this year against the Spurs?
And they've beat pretty much everybody
And
else.
I think have they lost anything else since?
I don't think so. They're 28-5, and 3 of those losses.
Three of those losses are to
the Spurs.
What the hell is Detroit actually up here trying to compete? I haven't really paid attention.
Neither. Yeah, Detroit's at the top of the Eastern Conference right now. That is unexpected.
There you go. That's the headline of there. I mean, 2 years ago they had the number one pick and the worst record in NBA history.
Yeah, 24-8. Holy crap!
I don't think they had won 24 games. The previous combined, well, outside of last year, I think it was the 2 years before that. I don't think they had 25 wins total. So, ew.
Who knows what's going on over there? And then, yeah, NBA.
I mean, you want to talk about the NBA, but I mean, Tyrese Halliburton had 4 insane game winners on their way to the
Yeah.
the finals, including one against the Thunder in Game 1.
Yeah, and then Game 7, fortunately,
Yeah.
gets injured. Nobody wants to see that, especially in a Game 7. And that really just ended their momentum. OKC took home their first championship ever, which is pretty cool to see.
Not ever. I mean,
If you count the Supersonics.
well, you have to because they are moved. That was them.
Yeah, I don't really know because the identity changes when you move cities.
But it's still the
franchise.
It's still the franchise.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but yes, I believe you're right. I think that you're looking at a team that is very dominant. Outside of Houston, or not Houston, sorry. Outside of Denver, the years Jokic.
He got injured yesterday.
I saw that.
It's pretty disgusting.
So I guess the Nuggets might not be, depending on how long he's out, they might not be conversational pieces. But before OKC last year and the emergence of SGA, I guess you could say Joker was the one who was kind of the face of the league, and Denver was kind of running things out west. But hey, if Wemby can stay healthy, San Antonio is going to be a hard team to play once it comes to playoff time.
They're already a really hard team to play, and that's with Wemby with limited minutes coming off the bench because he's hurt. Yeah. Do you watch hockey, Jared?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So, real quick this year, the Panthers went back-to-back.
Yep.
Very good series against the Edmonton Oilers.
Went back-to-back against Edmonton both years.
Yeah. Both amazing series to watch.
I'm sorry, but I mean, you're hockey, and hockey's played on ice, and the last 2 years have been won by a place where there's no glaciers or anything. So,
yeah, it's insane. It actually looks like when Vegas won it. It's the year before. It's a desert team.
right. So I mean,
hockey.
just hockey. I mean, cold weather teams. I mean, I was rooting for Edmonton because I don't think a Canadian team had won it since like the 70s.
Yeah.
So I was rooting for them to win it, but I mean, Florida takes back-to-back titles, and those are their only 2 titles in franchise history.
Very entertaining series between both of them, both years. There's really nothing like the Stanley Cup final. I think it's.
Yeah, I don't even really pay attention to it then.
Yeah, it's really fun. Alrighty. MLB this year.
Good.
Dodgers win.
I don't
Again, I don't like
give
the
a
Dodgers.
shit. I don't like the Dodgers. You should not be able to defer $1 billion worth of contracts. But, I mean, hell, Shohei, that game 4 of the NLCS against the Brewers, 3 home runs, I think it was 7 RBIs, 10 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings. But I was rooting for the Blue Jays.
So was I. The Game 7 was good. Dodgers right now, even with all those deferred contracts, still have $169 million in the luxury tax. But their owner has a lot of money. He doesn't care. Bob Nutting and the Pirates, pretty insane thing in free agency. He has a guy of his first free agent deal that's more than 1 year out this year since 2016. And that was to Ivan Nova, who is an absolute nobody. The Pirates picked up some pieces in free agency, which is really weird because they usually don't do that at all. They're still going to lose 100 games next year, but
Ouch. Did they lose 100 this year?
no, but I don't think so. Because we have Paul Skeens. But Paul Skeens wins the Cy Young, having, I think,
He was under
close to
500.
Under
wasn't he?
500 with one of the best ERAs in the entire league because you would pitch 7-inning gems only to lose the game 1-0.
They lost 91 games this year.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat with you. Bob Castellini, just fucking die. That's all I want. People ask me, what do you want for Christmas? Bob Castellini to die so he can sell the team so that we can move on, finally have somebody that wants to buy the Reds, that will want to put money into this thing. But no, he's just an old man who owns the Chiquita business and just die.
Bob Nutting, I'm not going to wish for his death, but if only he could sell the team, no matter how he sells the team, I'd be fond of it. But that's the problem in baseball. I think at least there should be a salary floor, and there shouldn't be deferred contracts. I don't think.
Deferred contracts need to be out.
I don't think we need a salary cap. I just think
No, you need a salary cap, because if not,
I don't think a deferred contract. The players are going to strike if there's.
well, no, there needs to be a cap, because you could just each year Shohei could just bounce around from team to team. Whoever wants to give him $50 million for the year. It's like, yeah. So, he'll just go back and forth from LA to New York, and he'll just win 27 straight World Series himself. But no, there need the contract, yes, the floor, yes, the cap, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Eagles beat the Chiefs. Oh, God, the Eagles beat the shit out of the Chiefs. Yeah. Thank God. In the most televised or most watched Super Bowl in NFL history.
Yeah.
Although the NFL, you got to work on your halftime shows. It's not been a good one in a long time.
Could have a good one this year.
No.
You don't like Bad Bunny?
I'm not watching when I have to. He sings in Spanish.
Yeah,
I don't understand that shit.
It's good.
No.
It's good.
No.
It's good.
You need people. Because if you are in Mexico or Spain or Brazil, you can flip it over and watch it with Spanish. You can't do that when he's in English.
But he sings in Spanish. It's not that bad.
I don't understand Spanish.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the music.
The beat, that's it. Because I don't know what the fuck he's singing about.
You should just give it a chance.
It'll be on, but I won't be paying attention.
It'll be good. Trust me.
And depending on who even is in the Super Bowl, I'm probably just watching for the commercials.
The commercials have sucked.
There has not been a lot of good ones.
They're all crypto nowadays. But anyway, off of that tangent.
Florida beat Houston 65-63 to win the men's college basketball championship. UConn destroyed South Carolina. You want to talk about a belt to ass. Gino was not leaving any doubt in that one, winning his 12th national championship, 82-59.
Yeah.
The Buckeyes beat Notre Dame 34-23 to win their 9th title in the first expanded playoffs. Let's see.
The CONCACAF Gold Cup, like the North American and Central America. Soccer tournament. Mexico beat USA 2-1 in the final.
Yeah, that's the first time I think the United States has ever been to the finals.
I think they've won it a couple times.
Oh, but the United States is not good at soccer.
The final is always USA versus Mexico almost every time.
Oh.
Usually the USA wins, so which is surprising, a little surprising.
Not in the World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup. I don't think they have a chance. That'll be coming up next year. The U.S. needs some better players, and honestly, they need better infrastructure if they want to.
Yeah, like each of the last 5 World Cups, they've had 5 different coaches?
Yeah. If pay-to-play changes in the U.S., I think that's the biggest barrier because poor kids can't play soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets Brazil and Argentina and even like Germany their talents. So.
Yeah. Joey Chestnut wins his 17th Mustard belt after the year off. It's a big thing that happens. I cannot imagine eating 70 and a half hot dogs in 10 minutes.
That sounds horrible.
It does.
But that shouldn't be, I wouldn't say that's a sport. That's just who can eat the most.
It's on ESPN, so it's a sport.
So, I don't know, you like Cam Newton?
No, I hate Cam Newton. We're not getting into another tangent, or we'll go over on the show. Golf was dominated by Scottie Scheffler again this year, winning 2 out of the 4 major championships. Rory wins the Masters, wins his career Grand Slam, so good for him. He has On the last day, he has been winning 3 times coming into this year and lost all 3. So, I mean, talk about bad closing out for golf. And in the Triple Crown, I know you probably didn't watch the horse racing this year, but each win, the horse that won was at the back in each of the last final turns. So, interesting comeback wins for all 3 horses in the Triple Crown this year.
Is on the move as they turn for home, and Sovereignty is coming with him on the outside. The 2 of them go right by with a furlong to run. Journalism and Sovereignty, nose to nose, down to the last 16th of a mile. Sovereignty has taken the lead. Journalism is second toward the inside. Baez is third, but it will be Sovereignty to rule the Kentucky Derby.
To go, and he takes command of the Belmont Stakes. Sovereignty angles out to try and run him down. It's a rematch of the Kentucky Derby as they come to the 8th bull, and here comes Sovereignty. Sovereignty goes right by Journalism once again, leaving absolutely no doubt who the best 3-year-old in the world is. Sovereignty and Junior Alvarado in the Belmont Stakes.
Toward the top of the stretch. Gosker, trying to pull off a huge upset here, has taken the lead on the outside. Clever again cuts the corner. Journalism is getting closer now. He's behind a wall of horses. He's looking for a place to go, and he's got nowhere to go. Oh, he bumped hard with Goal Oriented. In the meanwhile, Gosker's running the race of his life, and Sandman has entered the scene, and he has moved up on the far outside. Journalism is still running on. He's back into second. He might even win it. Here's the wire. Oh, my goodness. Journalism has won the Preakness Stakes in a performance like you read about.
I think that might do it for anything.
Yeah.
Alex Palou wins his first Indy 500.
Redemption from 2023. White flag is out for the driver from Barcelona, Spain. Alex Palou could be on for his first oval and his first Indy 500 as he comes off turn 2.
Little slide out of 2. He moves to break the toe from Marcus Ericsson. Ericsson has it all now in his hands. It is now or never for Marcus Ericsson. But Palou has the lead. Palou has the advantage. He told us coming into this weekend, if I don't win the Indy 500 in my career, it will be a career unfulfilled. He has, and the caution is out. Caution is out. Palou will win for validation, vindication for Alex Palou. He has won the Indianapolis 500.
And William Byron won his second and back-to-back Daytona 500s in the motorsport's biggest races of their seasons.
The 2 Fords now are broken up as Cindric comes to the inside to block Hamlin, goes back up to pick up Custer. Whoa. Here they come. White flag. It's 1 to go, and Herbst is around.
Hang on to it. Still green, still green. He saved it. It will be official if that caution comes out. Pay attention to this.
Final time. Caution light at the bottom of the screen.
You see Austin Cindric doing a great job driving in the mirror, doing his block. A quick move on the outside with Denny Hamlin.
Here comes the Ford to his inside. LaJoie, there'd be pushes on both sides. Custer goes to the outside.
And they crash. Hamlin gets turned into the wall.
Oh, my gosh. Still green.
Trying to let the leaders race back. Here they come.
Still green. It could be a 2-time winner here. William Byron.
Byron, Nemechek, Reddick. Off turn 4 and to the flag. Checker is waving, and William Byron has won the 500 for the 2nd year in a row.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, baby, let's go!
Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. 2 in a row.
I think
F1.
No.
If you care.
Max Verstappen.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he did not.
Oh, shit.
It was it was Lando Norris, I think, this year. Yeah, Lando Norris won it, and I think his teammate Oscar Piastri got second.
That's surprising, just with the dominance that Max Verstappen has had over years past.
Yeah, he won it by 2 points. And
I think that just leaves the deaths, and there was not that many compared to last year. Do you have any, or is it all me?
Dave Parker.
Okay.
Great player for the Pirates.
Well, not just the Pirates.
Won an MVP. The Red Seals don't count. Pirates.
I was talking about the A's.
Yeah, he won 1979 World Series MVP when the Pittsburgh Pirates beat the Baltimore Orioles. And last time the Pirates have even come close to winning anything, except for the couple of years where they lost to the Braves every year in the 90s. But he was a big player there, often overshadowed by players like Clemente and Stargell. But he was a very integral part. And very fun player, even though he was sometimes engaged with the Pirates trading cocaine and selling cocaine in the clubhouse. But that's why he was in the Hall of Fame for a lot of years. But a great player.
Trading cocaine. There we go.
That's what happened. That's why he wasn't in the Hall of Fame for a while. It's because they were selling cocaine in the clubhouse.
Hey, good for them then.
The Pirate Parrot got fired because he was dealing cocaine.
Moving on. Randy Jones, the 1967 Cy Young Award winner for the Padres. Marshawn Nealon, was current Dallas Cowboys special teams and linebacker. Nick Mangold, former alternate Ohio State Buckeye and Jets center, had a long NFL career. Davey Johnson, 3-time World Series champion, 2 as a player with Baltimore, 1 as a manager with the Mets, also managed the Reds. Rudy Johnson, former Bengals great running back in the early 2000s. I think he still holds all the records for rushing categories for the Bengals. Ryan Sandberg, 16-year MLB career with the Cubs, 9 straight Gold Gloves, MVP in '84. Hulk Hogan and Sabu, WWE icons. George Foreman, 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, Olympic gold medalist, and first athlete to make $1 billion in entrepreneurship with the George Foreman Grill. Bob Uecker, I mean, when you're just known as Mr. Baseball, I mean, he was the Brewers play-by-play guy for TV for 53 years. Dick Duran, former NFL player and coach, he coached. The only time I think you would know would be the Bills, but even if you might not have been born yet when he coached the Bills. When were you born?
2008.
No shit, no. He was 2004 to 2007. So no. Greg Biffle, former NASCAR driver, Craftsman Truck Series champion, Busch Series champion, 25 career wins at the highest level in NASCAR. And I think that does it for the notable deaths. But I think that will do it for this week. Unless do you have anything else to say?
Not really. I mean,
any hot takes you want to say going into the
Let's do our New Year hot takes. Let's do a couple of hot takes. I think Tyler Shuck is going to lead the Saints at least to the divisional round next year.
If Tampa stays healthy, no.
I'm taking, if we have a good draft, which Mickey Loomis can't do, but if we draft well, I think Tyler Shuck has a future. And you know what? I think Tyler Shuck might win Rookie of the Year this year over Ted McMillan. The odds are currently in his favor, actually.
I mean, if it's just between those two, I would say so.
Yeah. Best rookie quarterback of the class right now.
Well, who the hell is he going up against? Quinn Ewers
Shador.
And Shador. And Cam Ward.
Cam Ward is good.
Yeah, but not for Tennessee.
No, it's because the Tennessee doesn't have a wide receiver one.
You cannot draft your franchise quarterback and not have an offensive line, a running game, a defense, or a wide receiver room for him to even be able to compete.
Yeah, but you can't say he's not good.
I'm not saying he's not good, but he's bad when he's on a shitty team.
Yeah.
So until that changes, he he's not going to have a long career.
Yeah, but
if he's going to be sacked 80 times a year.
Just wait and see. Tyler Shuck next year.
Oh my God.
We're winning the NFC South. The NFC South's a horrible division, so it could actually happen.
We'll see.
What's your hot take?
I'm going to say the Bills will get their first Super Bowl win.
No way. It's not.
Mine is more realistic than your shit.
Not.
Oh,
no, it is
bull.
not.
Oh,
no, it is
bull.
not. No way. Bills are not getting their first Super Bowl win.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Well, that will do it for this week's episode of Play by Play. This might be the last time you see Lucas on the show ever then.
Yeah. Just wait till the Bills get eliminated in the second round.
Just wait till Tyler Shuck tears his ACL this year.
That wouldn't be his fault.
No, but I mean, he's not going to win the South next year then. But no, we remind you to like the show, share it across all the social media pages, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you all, well, I guess it will be next year officially by the time we're back in the studio. But that will do it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year.
See you next year, or maybe never.
That could very well be.
Defense pointed it out. Halliburton takes it in the backcourt. 6 seconds to go. Crosses over on Beverly. Float game for the win! Tyrese! The terror!
Now, how about this for a replay? Throw it in the backcourt. Now, Milwaukee changed their defensive guys. They matched up. Everything worked except for one thing. You just saw a magical move.
Shot. Here we go. Halliburton. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Halliburton for the lead. 1.3 to go. Pacers by 1. Pacers are moving on. What a comeback in overtime by Indiana. 119, 118.
Much better job of getting open.
Misses. Halliburton the rebound. 9 seconds. They do have a timeout. Carlisle's going to let him play. Halliburton steps back and hits. Tyrese Halliburton trying to take Cleveland's heart. And it is over. The Indiana Pacers in a Game 2 stunner.
Unbelievable. This free throw gets his own rebound, and then they get cross-matched here, and he's able to just create the space. Unreal. What a game, and how about
Indiana with it. Halliburton. He'll take it. He'll backpedal a 3 for the win, and goal! He got it!
And he tried to give your choke sign to the Knicks, and the game's not over.
Wow!
The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls off, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 3/10 of a second remaining. Timeout, OKC.
That is what Tyrese Halliburton has been doing all postseason. Taking his time, you give him half a step and knocks it down with .3.
Mendoza in trouble! It's out! Touchdown! Wow! Oh, Cooper! Unbelievable! Get in the eyes with Joby now! Was the left foot the first one to touch? Oh my goodness, it's a touchdown. Oh my gosh! He caught it!
Ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
Unbelievable drive!
68 yards away. It's up there. It's out there. And it's good! It's good from 68! Cam Waddle cames up big.
To be kidding me. Just driving that ball. You see the low trajectory, but look at this. I mean, that's good from 70.
Yeah, this is regular season. Wow. And he's had a rough year, a sophomore slump. They'll tell you, Jacksonville, you know, they had such a great rookie year out of him.
In Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word on a Game 3 classic.